From the hills and hollers of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode, guys. Stay tuned. All right, guys, what do we got going on today? Well, first, we got to get things in the greenhouse. 2, we got to water things in the greenhouse. 3, we got to transplant those pumpkins. We got to separate them, 1 per gallon or 1 per container, okay? Then after that, what do we got to do next? Well, we got to till this pumpkin patch up. It's prime time. They getting their first true leaf in the middle. It's coming through. Within 2 weeks, they'll be ready to go in the ground. We got to get this ground ready to go, ready to rock and roll. You understand? All right. What else do we got on the list? Well, normal chores of the day, living here on this little piece of property that we like to call the homestead. We got to feed Chili Mac. I had footage yesterday of Chili Mac and explaining why I was doing what I was doing with Chili Mac, but guess what? My phone decided to turn that part of the video the wrong way. So then whenever I done it, it was all flipped up the wrong way. Added on to the other point that the Vita editor that I've been using, well, it's been sucking. And yesterday, it wouldn't load none of the videos. So I tried 3 different editors last night. Had to go back to the iMovie editor, which was on the phone to begin with, that I took off the phone a long time ago, and had to put it back on the phone, then had to edit the video, then I had to post the video. Then I forgot to post the video last night after it was edited, so I didn't get to post it till this morning. So you're going to have 2 episodes today. You understand all that? What else we got to do? Well, we got to feed the chickens, got to feed the ducks, got to look over everything, feed the rabbits if they need food, because a lot of times they don't eat everything that I give them. What else? Make sure everything's got good, clean water. Put Chili Mac's house back where it was at. I don't know what Chili Mac has done. Well, there's a lot to do. So, here we go. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? Babies. All right. Baby bunnies. Let's go, chicks. Oh yeah, much better. I want you to look how much cleaner this has gotten. You see how clean this is now? I'm not coming out here every day and seeing corn that's smashed into the ground anymore. You know why? Because I'm feeding them less. And if they want to eat, they got to eat whatever's here, and they got to scratch for it. So they're looking for it, and not just picking the good and then quitting. And they're hungry. They're clucking whenever I come out now. And y'all's probably wondering why the shingles? Why there's shingles in here? Well, let me tell you why. So, when these chickens were younger, when we had first gotten them, and they had just gotten big enough to come in here and you know, be free instead of being inside under a heat lamp and stuff, back last fall, some of them were getting their beaks, you know, and their curved to where they couldn't peck good and couldn't eat good. And so what I decided to do was I did cope their bill, or their beak, whatever you want to call it, and fix it correctly, okay? But I thought, you know, if they pecked on the hard shingles to get some food, maybe that would help keep their beak straight. Because if you ever notice a chicken, when it eats, it does this. It pecks this way, then pecks that way, then pecks this way, then pecks that way. Almost like it's sharpening its beak, you know? And since I've done that, I've only had one that I've had to fix its beak on. Just one. The rest of them all keep their beaks. If you look, their beaks are perfect. I mean, just absolutely perfect. And the one that I had to fix maybe a month or 2 ago, you know, it was just a rare thing, I guess, because the rest of them all kept their beaks good. But there was like 3 or 4 I had to do there this past fall, and I attributed it to them not having a solid enough place to peck on and to help keep their beak the way it should be. So that's what the shingles are for. The shingles are for them. I throw a little bit of food down. I don't throw it all down there, of course, but just a little bit to where they each can peck on it and kind of keep their beak, whatever you want to call it, kind of straightened up, you know, to where it's not curving like this and impeding their pecking ability. So that's why the shingles are there. And I put them down here too. This is for walking mainly. This because it was real muddy in here this past winter. These are pretty much for walking in this area, but this is for them. This run right here was for them. So that's why that was done. All right, now on to feeding. Take a little bit down here into the grass. How you doing, Chili Mac? Chili Mac said he wants food. Down here and throw a little bit. These white ones will follow you anywhere. Them broilers will. They'll chase you to the end of the earth and back. If they think you got something they don't, or can't get, they'll come running. Try to do as much as in here as possible, just to give them all plenty of space to eat and to peck, and nobody's getting in each other's way. So we still got a bit left there for today, or from today. Let's check on the egg situation while we're here. All right, well, we got a nest. Definitely getting a nest built back there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go ahead and roll number 9 back there. 9 eggs. Here's an egg. It's laid out here. Somebody's been eating eggs again. If I find that chicken, are you broody? Are you going broody? Oh my. Lots of eggs in here. Lots of eggs in here. I only stuck 1 egg in here, remember. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 eggs. I put 3 in there now. So they've laid multiples in there. Man, y'all just laying everywhere, ain't you? That looks like a first timer. Might be a first timer egg or a little bit of blood. See if there's any more in here. I got any more in there? Huh? Sorry for the sun. Okay. Now let's go see if that broody hen. Are you broody? Are you broody? Ooh, yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I put a couple in there. They did the rest. Nope, Mama's not in here no more. She is not like. Ooh, we're getting ready to witness an egg laying. I believe the chicken goes into a trance as it lays the egg. And once it lays, it comes out of that trance and takes off. Come on, girl. Lay the egg. I'm not gonna hurt you, and I don't want the egg. Just lay it. That big white female one's back up here. This was her nest, and she was down here clucking. She's like, give me back my nest. Somebody's mad because somebody else is in her nest. Getting territorial. I see that one, that red, production red's back on the nest again. Just turning the eggs. She's mad because that one's up there. Go ahead and climb up there. Ain't gonna bother you. Climb on up. How are you this morning? Huh? How are you this morning, Mama? Huh? Get it in there closer. It's alright. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. That's a good mama. That's a good mama. Yeah. There's a good girl. There's a good troublemakers want. Y'all, you remind me of the Three Amigos movie. Yeah? Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest. Which one of y'all's Chevy Chase? Which one of you's Martin Short? Huh? What's the other guy? Steve Martin. Yeah. We got old Chevy right here, old black and white tuxedo. Got Martin Short right there. And then we got Steve Martin over there. So it's Chevy Chase, Martin Short, and that is Stephen Martin, or Stephen, oh crap, done forgot his name now. Well, that was quick. Steve Martin. Martin Short and Steve Martin. There we go. Like we was. So, here we go. Reason. What? See how vocal he's being? See how vocal he's being? We don't want that. That's bad behavior from a... Hey, listen at him. You done been fed. Very vocal. Okay, so pigs, I guess they get really vocal. Okay, and from what I'm understanding, you don't want a pig to be real vocal. Okay, ooh. You want them to, be relaxed and stuff, but all this vocal stuff. See, listen at him. And then they say they'll end up start biting. Okay, I want bit. They say it just nips, but I don't care if it's a nip or not. I don't want bit by a pig. Period. So they say that their behaviors, when you start feeding them in a pile, that they come to expect it, and then they look at you as just food or treats and things of that nature. So here's what they say to do. They say you can put a little bit out on the ground for them, like a cup or so on the ground, and then you take and broadcast the rest of their food through the pen, and this does two things. It helps stimulate and helps the natural response that a pig has to forage and root. Okay, so pigs want to go through the woods. They want to forage and root kind of like a deer would forage, And that brings me to the next point, which is going to be how much food you give a pig a day. Okay, so people feed a lot, feed their pigs, especially if they're pet pigs, feed them way too much. And we have to understand that their bodies are still made up to do what they were doing hundreds of years ago, which is forage and root. Not to set, gorge, eat, and go lay down. Okay, that's not how they work. So yesterday, I tried this theory out. I fed Chili Mac a couple handfuls of food. Okay, he ate that, but I broadcasted the rest of it all throughout his pen where this grass is at. Now, the days prior to this, Chili Mac every day was getting worse and worse. He'd oink, oink, oink. You hear how bad he was when I first come in here just now, and he knew I probably had food. Well, he got really bad about this, and every time he would see me, whether I was outside the pen or in the chicken pen or wherever I was at, he expected me to bring him food. And if I didn't have that food, he got really loud, really vocal, and quite honestly, if he wanted to, he could have bit me. He could have bit Jaden. He could have bit anybody that was in here, or he could get destructive. He could want something so bad that he start rooting around on the fences and stuff and destroying the fences and then getting out and then having to chase him and everything else. We don't want any of that. I don't want that from a pig that I'm raising to butcher, or a pig that I just got because he happened to not have a home, right? Because mainly I don't keep anything I don't expect to do something with. It's not going to give me some sort of benefit. My dog, she is for shed hunting and deer tracking. My chickens are for food. My rabbits are for food. My ducks are for food, okay? My garden is for food. I don't do anything that's not going to help me out, So having Chili Mac, it's kind of one of them things where it's like, But the good thing is, if times ever got hard, Chili Mac would be on the table, regardless of how much I like him. That's just the facts. So, anyways, yesterday I tested this theory out. And I fed him a couple handfuls of food, and I broadcasted the rest of it. And all day yesterday, Chili Mac minded his own business. He paid no attention to me, no attention to Jaden or the other two kids, nobody. He didn't care what was going on around him. He was a happy pig. He was happy rooting and finding and foraging for his corn and his hog food. Which brings me to the next point. So they're not potbelly pigs are not supposed to eat just normal hog food. Hog food is high in protein and different things to fatten them up quickly and get them to market. We're not looking to fatten him up. And once I found out that a potbelly pig is not supposed to be fat and obese like we see him, and it's so cute and cuddly, and actually when I found out that that's not how they're supposed to look, I was kind of like, man, those pigs are probably miserable. And we allowed them to get like that. So I don't want to do that to Chili Mac. I want to have him to be healthy. I want him to be happy. I want him to be friendly, but I don't want him jumping up on me, because they will do that. If you got treats or food, they'll start jumping up on you. They'll start biting you, nipping you rather, and getting very vocal. See, he's already vocal. What? What do you want? Want more food? So see, he's already vocal. Now what we're going to do next is break this vocal bad behavior. You better go on. And make it to where Chili Mac understands we got food. You better back up. But he gets it how I want him to get it. So we're just broadcasting the food out. And Chili Mac's gotta go find it. Now Chili Mac's happy, because he knows that there's food out there. I'm gonna show you right now. So as you can see, Chili Mac's just sitting here. He's happy, he's relaxing, okay? And I've broadcasted some of his food. And he knows I have. But he's still waiting. He's still like, what else you got? So I just keep tossing. This is what he done yesterday. Until he figured out that I wasn't gonna give him nothing, he just kept on waiting and waiting. And what this is it's a cup of corn and a cup of his hog food. Because, like I say, the regular hog food is very, very high in fat and the protein and stuff that they want to get hog fat to take to market. Well, we don't want Chili Mac fat like that. We just want Chili Mac to be a potbelly pig. So we just toss, and he's ate every bit of it. I don't see no corn. I don't see no corn today, and I've not seen any chickens over here yesterday. So I'm assuming. See how he is? He's just sitting there, happy, wagging his tail. So see what this does? It does a couple things. It provides and aids in his natural drive to want to forage and root. See, he can forage and root all he wants. All right, it helps that, and they do need that. They need that. They need that help. Okay, because we got him in a pen. He can't be a pig. All right, so this aids in that, and it also keeps him from being a bad pig and wanting to act like he's the boss and tell me when he's going to get food and when he's not. Okay, so he's happy, wagging his tail, and he's rooting around, and he's foraging for his food. And his natural way, his natural response to do what a pig does is being satisfied right now. And all day long yesterday, all he did was wag his tail and eat, okay? And I don't expect anything different today than to wag his tail and eat. See, he's just going through, oink, oink, oink. Are you happy, Chili Mac? Chili Mac, can you tell the people how happy you are? Tell them how happy you are, Chili Mac. Huh? Also, another thing about this pig, real quick. He does pee and poop in the same spot. I've watched him go over and pee in that corner. He don't pee everywhere. He pees in the corner, and that's where he poops too. So, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is happy, happy, happy. Well, here we go. On to the next chore. how tame them rabbits are. I know he's a little bit jumpy, but he ain't nearly that bad as if I would have let him stay in that other pen and then let them have babies underground. They wouldn't come up, and if they did come up, as soon as they seen you, they'd run back down the hole. It was a bad time, bad experience with that community breeding, community rabbiting, whatever you want to call it. That don't work. I hate hutches because I think it's cool that they get to live naturally in a community thing, but that don't work for us. It works for the rabbit. It don't help us none at all. Pretty little rabbit. All right. Let's go back. What are you? I think this is a doe. I believe this is a doe. Let's on to the next chore. it does real good there because that's where I put all my grass all summer long for the past 3 years. In that spot, really soft, just chews right through it. And that's another reason why I wanted to plant there. It should be good soil nutrient as far as nitrogen goes. It should just shoot them plants right off. So we're gonna see what plants get planted in there, how they act differently to the ones that are planted further along down the pumpkin patch line. So we're gonna get this tilled up. See y'all in a little bit. Around in the freshly tilled dirt. Don't mind me, right? Oh well. Get that pen built for him, keep him in here forever. Look at him bulldoze, buddy. He's that now he's looking for food. How you doing, Chili Mac? Chili Mac, Chili Mac. Come on, Chili. Come on. Come on, Chili. Come on. Come on, Chili Mac. Come on, Chili Mac. Come on. Oink, 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 oink. Come on, Chili Mac. Come on now. Come on, Chili. No? Alright. Alright. So what did we do? We planted our long gourds?
Yeah.
Yeah? How many? Count them.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No. How many? Count them. 4?
5.
Right? No, not 5. There's 4 there.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is. So we planted 4 long gourds. We let them soak for 24 hours, and we planted them. Now we're going to make sure they stay about 80 degrees until they sprout their cottle leaves up.
Okay, we're going to start
next,
this.
We're going to be separating the pumpkins and putting them into their own.
See, we got
into their own growing containers. So here's what we do. This is a 1240 Hodge. I look at the cottle leaves. Okay, it's got its first true leaf there, and I look at this one. Cottle leaves are smaller, true leaf is smaller. So here's what I do. So that I don't disturb the better of the 2 plants, I pick the smaller of the 2 plants. Same thing here. This was the 1378 new. This one was the better one. This one was the smaller one. You can see the difference in them. Okay, and I picked the smaller one, and this is how I get it out. Take my finger, gently put it down behind it, and pull up ever so slowly, so not to hurt the roots. Okay, I mean there's going to be some root loss, I would suspect, but look at that. You see all that? There's all the roots intact. Okay, now take right here in your new dirt. Get you a hole there. Take your, do not pick it up by the thing, by the stem. Pick it up by the root ball. Place it in your new dirt there for it. And then get you a couple handfuls of extra and put around it, okay? Now, you can plant them separate if you've got the room. I didn't have the room to start planting separates, you know, giving each seed 1 container. I didn't have that luxury. All right, so I had to plant 2 per container until now. All right, now I can separate them that they're up. So there was several of them that come up, 2 of them. I broke the 1209 Hodge twice. The one seed's been growing since last week, and I've snapped one of them off trying to get the cottlings off, and then again today I snapped one off again trying to get the I snapped the cottlings off trying to get the seed hull off. So I've snapped 2 of them after I've started them. So I've got one really good looking 1209 Hodge, and I've had a couple others that I've started, and as soon as I try to remove the seeds, the hull off of the cottlings, I snap it. So I'm going to try one more. If it takes, okay, I'm going to leave it alone and let it sit there. I try to leave them as long as I can, but then once they've been on there for several days, I start getting worried about rot, okay, because they will rot. And those seed hulls are so stiff and stout that it's hard for them codlings to push them off, and the codlings will rot sometimes before they ever get the seed hull off. That's why I remove them. So it's just the luck of the draw, I guess. But anyhow, we got these transferred. We got 2 more to do. These are pretty close to one another, but I'm thinking this one right here is the bigger one. So we're gonna we'll leave that one in there. Take this one out. That's the 1251 new. And then these are a little bit different. This is 1673.5 Bartimus. Actually the one that had the codling missing has got its first true leaf on already, as you can tell. And this one is the smaller one, so we're going to grab this one out of that. All right. So stay tuned for the end. All right, Chili. Have a good night. This is all that we've got done today. We tilled up all that part of the garden. All of it's tilled and looking good. We got this much of this one tilled up all the way down. Probably end up going another 5 to 10 foot, but sorry for the bad footage. It's night. It's about 8 something. Anyways, got all that done. And then tilled up some more of it for Chili, because he kept following me when I was back here doing it. So I came down here and tilled up the old pumpkin patch for him. And so we got the old pumpkin patch from last year tilled up. And I'm gonna tell you, that is some sandy loam, beautiful looking dirt, just beautiful. I'm hoping it'll till up good. Reason why I switched from doing the pumpkin patch to the garden had already been tilled several years in a row, so I figured it'd be easier to till and not so hard, because the tiller kept wanting to shut off on that hard soil over there, and where it's just needing that new carburetor put on. So we'll just come down here and till all this, everything that was tilled last year and the year before. So now I got to put up some ducks and go inside myself, get some rest, and see what we can get done tomorrow while it rains. I hope it don't rain, but it's supposed to. So anyhow, let's catch some ducks and go back in the house and go to bed. See y'all tomorrow.